What's up, guys? We're here to take a look back at our top 10 favorite moments of 2021. I have a head cold. I'm feeling a little congested, under the weather, but what a fun year it's been.
I cannot believe it's 2022 already, and Popeye can't either. Wow, 2021 flew by. That was crazy. The year was just full of so many good RC moments, and we just thought it'd be fun to sit down with you guys and relive some of those moments. But Nate can't talk very well, so it's gonna be a lot of me.
It's a special treat for you guys today.
The worst crashes. Mine is Nate got some haters, I think, for this one.
People give me a hard time.
It was the me trying to fly the Arrma's Husky for the first time. I could not get this thing to take off to save my life. Did you when you edited that, did you include every single attempt? Or
I think I took like 2 out because...
So you edited some out to make the video go along faster?
I mean, you probably had like 12, 15 attempts.
I don't know
just
if it
to
was
take
that
off.
many, but it was a lot.
So it was like crash after crash after crash.
It was rough. I was probably about to cry on that one.
Oh, yeah.
I probably cried on the way home. Let's be honest, I cry all the time.
But it was an encouraging moment too, because I got frustrated because I knew you could do it.
Yes.
And guess what?
I did it.
You did it.
It just took a while. So if you're a beginner, if you're a newcomer, just know everybody struggled at one point. Don't get discouraged.
I think that's what makes the hobby so fun, though, that it's not just guaranteed easy every time. If it was super easy every time, there'd be no challenge, and then you'd never really feel like you accomplished much. It's getting over that hurdle and then staying on top of it and challenging yourself to do something bigger and better every time.
So your worst crash, you got some hate for it too, if you want to call it a crash.
It was an explosion.
It is an explosion. It was when Nate was flying his FMS Beaver, and I'm going to tell the story for you since you can't talk very well.
Thank you.
As soon as he took off, he did a couple, loops and stuff, and the motor kept sounding louder and louder and louder. And I was like, louder. Nate, you should probably land it, check it out, make sure everything's good, because this just doesn't seem right.
This was like 2 passes before I did land it.
He did 2 more passes, and finally he was like, okay, Abby's right. I should probably land it. And on landing, right before he touched, he gave it an extra little bit of throttle just to not stall the plane. And with that extra little bit of juice, the motor mount popped out. The motor mount screws came loose. Am I correct?
Yeah, and actually, upon further inspection, both me and one of my buddies realized that the factory only installed 2 of those motor mount bolts. There should have been 4. And there's no Loctite in there. So it wasn't my fault that it exploded.
But then it was kind of, people were like, well, if you would have landed it when Abby said land it, maybe it wouldn't have exploded.
And they're probably right.
Because you didn't have the tools on site to be able to take the cowl off and see that those 2 motor mount screws were missing, because you couldn't see that from just like a visual inspection of the plane. You would actually have to take some of the plane apart to see it. I honestly think what would have happened is he would have landed it successfully without it kind of exploding midair, and he would have had it on the ground, juicing it to listen to it, and it would have popped out, exploded on the ground.
And that could have been more dangerous than in the air. Yeah, I did everything I was supposed to do. And hindsight for all of us is always 2020. Everything kind of happens for a reason, and we all learn something from that. So now I know if I have a bad vibration in the air, to land it, and hopefully tens of thousands of people learn from my
the beauty of having a YouTube channel.
Everybody gets to learn from Nate's pain. That's what it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That video, Nate, got a lot of views. But surprisingly, one of our most viewed YouTube videos, I think it got around 250,000 views, was a video that we argued about. We are married. We are married, if you didn't know that. He's not my brother.
Yeah. People have thought that.
We have this YouTube channel together. People like to think it's Nate's. It's both of ours. And we argue about things all the time.
Healthy arguments.
Healthy arguments. Our most viewed video of 2021, we argued about the title. $100 boat versus $50 boat. I don't remember what Nate wanted to title it, but it's basically virtually the same boat. One from Horizon Hobby, it was a pro boat, and then, an off-brand
China
Banggood China brand, but they looked almost the same, performed a little bit differently, and I don't remember what you wanted to title it, but I was like, no, this is what we're doing.
And it paid off. She had the good title. Sometimes that's all it takes. I mean, a good video with a bad title can still do well, but a good title helps.
So just a little funny behind the scenes thing there. But we also had a couple higher performing videos on other platforms that we don't have as many followers on. Our TikTok currently has 29,000 followers. I started that in like February, I think. And the most viewed video on there has like 950,000 views currently. And we just released it a few weeks ago. It's our top 3 drone picks. And it's a pretty good video, so check it out. But the video that actually got the most views was on Instagram, IG Reels, which is even smaller. We have 11,000 followers on there. I'm terrible at Instagram. It got 1.2 million views, and it's Nate holding the new P47, Hanger 9 P47.
Showing off the landing gear.
Showing off the landing gear. And his face in that video, he just looks like a happy fool.
I was a happy fool.
You are.
I am a happy fool.
And that's why we all love you.
Give me a toy and a cough drop, and I'm happy. It's crazy.
I thought it would be fun to count down some of our favorite moments of 2021.
Let's go.
Number 10 on the list was my first biplane flight. And this was with a 3D biplane. It's actually the E-flite Ultimate 3D. I was super intimidated to fly this. It's actually one of Nate's favorite planes of all time, and he let me fly his. Now granted, shortly after, the plane is still fine, but shortly after, I think he decided he wanted a backup just in case I would ever
Just in
crash.
case. You never know.
But that was just like a big moment for me on the channel. There was a lot of big moments for me on the channel with planes and progressing in the hobby this year, but that was probably one of the kickstarters for me to really get me back into flying all the time.
I like progressing a lot too.
Yes.
Number 9 on the list was the announcement of the Arrma Vorteks.
I think this was the most excited I had seen Nate for a new RC car release all year or in a really long time. He loved this one so much that he had to pick up one of his own because I claimed this pink and purple car as mine, and he was like, oh no, I am getting my own. He did. This thing was just so versatile, and I don't know, just something about it was just so much fun.
Now, this isn't Arrma's cheapest release they've ever had, but in my opinion, it's one of their best performing ground vehicles ever. Oh my gosh!
Our number 8 favorite moment of 2021 was the brand new ProBoat release of the Blackjack. This is the biggest and most powerful and craziest RC boat we have ever had our hands on, and that is why that is number 8 on our list, because it was a beast.
It's big enough 10 Popeyes could ride on it.
It really is.
Actually, probably like 30 Popeyes. Yeah, it's huge. I could drive on it.
Gosh,
I really could.
Try that.
It could. I'm sure it could pull me around in the lake.
Oh,
why haven't we tried that?
Well, we talked about it, but we never did it.
Wow.
But on a kayak.
I think we could do it.
We need to do it. We've had a lot of fun this year, and one of our favorite moments of 2021 was actually an entire week. We did a night flight week where we picked night planes and featured them every single day of the week. And so these were all of some of our favorite planes with lights on them. We did the Night Vapor. We did the Ultrix 600 with the light kit on it. We did the Night Radian. We did the Night Timber X.
I think so.
Is that the name?
Yeah.
And I'm sure I'm forgetting a couple others, but that was probably one of the best weeks of the year. It was just beautiful summer weather. We got to see the sunset every night before we took off, and it's just a really fun thing to do. It really was. Number 6 on our list is when we found Bash Mountain. So if you guys remember, for years we went to the park and we had the hill, but then we moved, and so we struggled there for a few months to find good bashing ground.
Almost a year.
And we were out mushroom hunting and came across this spot, and our minds were just blown. We ran home, charged the vehicle, and went out, and then dubbed it Bash Mountain. And we have had so much fun and have destroyed so many RCs at Bash Mountain, but this is like the best spot in the world.
Oh, perfect!
You landed it!
There it is, there it is, there it is. That was epic. That's the most air we've ever gotten here. Oh my God!
Number 5 on the list was Nate flying his twin Otter, not only off of water with the floats, but he also got to fly it this year off of snow.
It's definitely one of the coolest experiences flying a plane I've ever had. Flying off snow is very surreal. It's very quiet. At least where we were flying. You know, the normal sounds are just dampened. And then you get to fly and you hear the pontoons just kind of lightly crunching into the snow. Could you hear it? And the marks that it leaves when it takes off just looks like something not of this world. It's really crazy. And to take that water plane and fly it off of snow was a really cool experience. Every time I take that plane out, I have a unique experience. And I think sometimes that's what this hobby is about, at least for me. You know, I like repeating positive experiences, but I also like learning what new positive experiences are. And I wish other people could get to experience that too, but if they can't, we have really good videos showing me flying it off of snow. And if it snows again this year, you bet your bottom dollar I'll be out flying that off of snow.
Our 4th favorite moment of the year was my Spitfire Fails. Oh my gosh. So warbirds intimidate me altogether. On takeoff, I just completely forgot everything I knew about flying ever.
We all have that.
I gave it 0 elevator. I don't know what I was thinking. And the whole thing just... That's literally what happened.
Get it going. If you have to reset it, it's okay. No.
There goes the prop.
Oh.
And I was like, well, that was an entertaining video. And that's what we released, right?
Yeah, I think
that was the video.
That was the video.
A ton of people commented, why don't you just snip off? Because it was a 4-bladed prop. And so I made it a 3-bladed prop.
Well.
So people are like, why don't you just make it a 2-bladed prop?
That's right.
So in my next video,
You just snapped it off.
And I flew that sucker.
And it flew good.
Flew it good.
Yeah. And we've seen other YouTubers do that since you have done that. Like other YouTubers.
And as always, we're in a safe environment, a safe atmosphere, doing things like that we're not so sure, but that's the fun of the hobby. You gotta experiment and try different things to see if you can get your aircraft to fly.
Oh, I didn't think it would work.
I just thought people wanted to see me fail, I think.
I didn't think it worked out really well.
It was awesome, and that's why that is our 4th favorite moment. Number 3 on the list is what I'm just gonna call our RC vacation. We got to go down to the beach this year, which was so much fun with Amelia, but we also took some RCs with us to have some fun too. And we got to have fun with RCs almost every day on the beach and in some sandy dune places. And Nate took his drone and got to fly.
We took a pool boat and a pool too.
At one point we took an RC crawler down to the beach, and then right after we were done filming the video, we got to watch the most beautiful sunset go down. Awesome. Where you actually see the sun meet the horizon and go down, and people kind of clap awkwardly when it's over.
Into the ocean.
Into the ocean.
We just mixed family with RC while traveling. Amelia played with the cars when we were done doing the videos.
We did a boat in the pool. She thought that was just crazy.
Now, I've always said this is one of the best hobbies as a family to implement into life that everybody can enjoy together.
So number 2 favorite moment was Nate doing his 3-minute knife edge challenge.
Yeah, I guess I'm pretty happy that I'm able to do it, but it felt like such a huge accomplishment to be able to do it. And not only do it, but I got that on camera, showing the world that I did it, you know?
It's pretty cool.
There were some struggles. I got blinded by the sun. It was a very real effort and a very real success, and just something that I can put as a notch under my belt. That was a big moment for me, a happy memory, and I'll probably never forget that.
And now we're all waiting for you to do your 3-minute inverted challenge.
Yeah, I think we can do that.
So that is going to come soon to our channel.
5, 4, look at layer 3, 2, 1, 3 minutes.
Oh my gosh, guys.
All right, number 1 on the list was actually, you agreed that this was number 1. It's actually one of the first things he said was me accomplishing my first 6S EDF jet flight ever. It was something that I had put off for probably a couple years.
Very emotional.
And when I was done, and I mean, this landing was like butter on bread. I mean, it was
good.
Granted, it was safe, but it was still good. Because you can still mess up a landing and safe. I got a little emotional. Just, you know, sometimes we let things get in our way, and I let fear of crashing, anxiety, being a female in a male-dominated hobby stop me from being and accomplishing things that I am capable of. So it was just a really neat experience, and I think just maybe it tugged at a lot of your all's heartstrings when you saw it. Maybe you all could relate to it.
If you missed that video, you know, there's a lot of like hardened hearts out there that admitted that it softened their heart quite a bit, and a tear or two might have rolled down their face. It was very emotional, but rightfully so. And a lot of people can relate to what you went through. And not just in RC, but allowing anxiety to keep them from doing things that they could do and enjoy in life. So that's just a really good testament to, I think, humanity, not just RC. It was a really special moment.
So there you have it. There's our favorite moments. Top 10, in fact, of 2021. We want to thank you guys so much for following us on all our platforms, subscribing here on YouTube, following on TikTok and Instagram and Facebook, and who knows what other social media they're going to come out with in 2022.
2022, Popeye is creating his own social media platform.
No, he's not. I'm not managing that. Anybody else want to manage Popeye's?
Popeye Tube. Popeye Talk.
Everybody wants that. Let's be
Pop Tick Pie Talk. Pop
Talk. Duh.
Oh, yeah.
Pop Talk. Come on,
no.
Nate.
No,
the cough medicine's getting to you with your dad jokes today.
They're real bad right now.
Thank you guys so much for all your support. 9 years on YouTube now, and that is just a crazy accomplishment. 290,000 of you guys here on YouTube, almost 2,000 videos, and we're just so thankful. And we're also thankful to the big guy upstairs, because without him we wouldn't be able to bring this type of content to you guys, and just awesome.
What you guys don't understand is we're just getting started. Let's go 2022!
Thanks to our patron family members for your support as well. You guys mean so much to us. We're gonna have our top 10 RC plane video popping up right now. You guys need to check this out, because these are the best planes you can buy right now. We'll see you over there. Bye!